had this girl before, and we were together for 3 years. And I wasn't cheating on her or anything. And then Facebook arrived, and she wanted me to add her to Facebook. And I didn't want it because I was like in front of her. So she told me, add me to Facebook, which is virtual, made no sense. So I said, I'm here in front of you, I don't need to add you to Facebook. And she started to go crazy. She thought that because I didn't want to add her to Facebook, she thought I was cheating on her or what. And she said, it's over. And I just can't believe it. I don't believe it because I love you and I'm here every day in your house, in front of you. It's pure jealousy for nothing. Jealousy, you know, virtual thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the cult, I ask that you please direct your attention to the projection above as we review the emergency procedures. There are 3 emergency exits in this sacred place. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the number of steps to this exit. Should you experience sudden nausea, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cult leader. Place the mask over your eyes and the forehead, like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are with children, make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of the golden awakening and purification, leave your carry-on items behind. The followers of the Triangle will lead you to absolute golden balance. We also ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the Golden Mass. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome this evening. We are under 25. We follow the scintillating light of the Golden Triangle. We are the Golden Triangle. This is our cathedral, our safe place, our sacred space. Through your individual responses to our invitation this evening, you have decided to join our congregation. So welcome. There are thousands of artists across the world under the age of 25. And in your presence this evening, there are 11. I am your shepherd. I am the only member of the artists this evening that is to level 3 of Golden Spirituality. Therefore, it is my pleasure to introduce to you all 10 other artists this evening for our service.
felt pain. Through me, among the people, lost for I, justice the founder of my fabric moved. To rear me was the task of power divine, supremest wisdom and primeval love. Before me, things create were none, save things eternal and eternal I ensure. All hope abandoned, ye who enter here.
Está um lindo dia e todo o sítio está feliz. Se você está contente, bata palmas. Se você está contente, bata palmas. Se você está contente, quer mostrar a toda a gente que você está contente, bata palmas. Se você está contente, bata os pés. Se você está contente.
Our armies fanned out over the right, starved, many of them captives only since December, yet 40 to 90 pounds thinner, they receive a light, nourishing broth for...
You're happy and you know it, click your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, click your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy, if you're happy and you know it, tap your shoulders. If you're happy and you know it, tap your shoulders. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, tap your shoulders. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it, blink your eyes. If you're happy and you know it, blink your eyes. If you're happy.
His name was Daniel Jones, and on this day, in front of a live viewing audience of thousands, he made his statement. He made his statement. He made his statement.
He made his statement.
He made his statement.
If you're happy and you know it, pull your ears. If you're happy and you know it, pull your ears. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, pull your ears. If you're happy and you know it, turn around. If you're happy and you know it, turn around. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, turn around. If you're happy and you know it, twist your body. If you're happy and you know it, twist your body. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, twist your body. If you're happy and you
Know it, touch the ground. If you're happy and you know it, touch the ground.
That you have seen, but you have no right to call me a murderer. You have the right to kill me. You have the right to do that, but you have no right to judge me.
It's impossible for words to describe what's necessary to those who don't know what horror means. Horror. Horror has a face. And you have to make friends of horror. Horror and moral terror are your friends. If they are not, then they are enemies to be feared. They are the truly enemies.
I remember when I was with Special Force, seems 1,000 centuries ago.
We went into a camp to inoculate some children. We'd left the camp after we had inoculated the children for polio.
And this old man came running after us, and he was crying. He couldn't say.
We went back there, and they had come and hacked off every inoculated arm. There they were, in a pile.
A pile of little arms.
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 A pile of little
A
arms.
pile of little arms.
Of little arms.
And I remember, I cried. I wept like some grandmother. I wanted to tear my teeth out.
I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I want to remember it. I never want to forget it. I never want to forget.
And then I realized, like I was shot with a diamond bullet, right through my forehead.
And I thought, my God, the genius of that. The genius. The will to do that.
Perfect.
Genuine.
Completely.
Crystalline. Pure.
And then I realized they were stronger than me, because they could stand it. These were not monsters.
These were men, trained cadres. These men who fought with their hearts, who have families, who have children, who are filled with love.
That they had the strength to do that. If I had 10 divisions of those men, then our troubles here would be over very quickly.
You have to have men who are moral, and at the same time, who are able to utilize their primordial instincts to kill.
Without feeling, without passion, without judgment. Without feeling, without passion, without judgment. Without feeling, without passion, without judgment. Without feeling, without passion, without judgment.
Because it's judgment that defeats us.
Welcome off town! Money makes the world go around, the world go around, the world go around. Money makes the world go around, it makes the world go round. A mark, a yen, a book, or a pound, a book, or a pound, a book, or a pound. It's all that makes the world go around. The clinking, clanking sound can make the world go round. Money, 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 money. Ooh. Oh. Woo. Oh. Woo. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Chicka, 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 what? Money makes the world go around, the world go around, the world go around. Money makes the cling go around, it makes the world go round. Or be poor. Poor, 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 poor. Applause for us, please. Applause. Yeah, more. Thank you. Beautiful. Oh, it's hot in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. I need to see the people. I can see the people. And I need to kiss someone.
Oh!
Oh! I will kiss someone without time. But I will kiss someone. Who I can kiss? Can I kiss you? Oh!
Well, for today's challenge, we need a guest!
A guest!
Bring me a good guest.
I have a good guest for you. Who will be my guest?
Oh!
He's here!
Ah, yeah, the guest! Oh, nice guest, nice
Come on,
guest.
guest. Come on. Welcome!
Well, come here.
In the middle, guest. So,
It's here. The challenge.
The challenge.
The challenge is say these sentences. Sentence.
Welcome
Welcome
to the Golden
to the Golden
Triangle.
Triangle.
Yeah! No, but you need to say this in Portuguese.
And in Spanish.
You know?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes.
Yes. So come on.
Yeah, do.
I'm doing that. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the Golden.
No, but
No.
What?
In Portuguese.
In Portuguese.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to help me out.
I help you. I help you. Okay. You help too with the. Okay. Right first. Okay. Wow. Bem-vindo.
Bem-vindo
ao Triângulo.
ao Triângulo
Dourado.
Dourado.
Yeah! Applause! Oh! Now in Spanish.
Now in Spanish. Ah, you don't know Spanish.
I don't know Spanish.
Well. ¿Eh? Bienvenido.
Bienvenido.
Bienvenido
Bienvenido
al Triángulo
al Triángulo
Dorado.
Dorado.
Yeah! Applause for our guests! Thank you! Woo! Okay! Yeah!
Well, thank you very much.
Tomorrow,
Another
challenge!
Lower tier cult members, prepare for mass, please. The adepts of the Golden Triangle, please embrace the scintillating light. Ladies and gentlemen, the cult leader is opening up the gateway, so buckle up and keep on watching. However, we always recommend to keep attentive to the rituals of the Golden Triangle. Now, relax and enjoy the mass. Thank you.
Golden Triangle number 333. Golden Triangle number 333.
Okay, and welcome to another episode of So, we've already been thinking that we're great at Portuguese and Spanish. What your job today is you're going to translate. Okay? So, my beautiful colleagues here, Fabio will say one word in Portuguese, and I'll flip
was in Spanish, and you have to try and translate what they're saying.
Right.
Okay. So, the first word in Portuguese, Fabio, please.
Preguiçoso.
Maybe?
I'm sorry, no, it was lazy. Yes. All right, we've still got plenty, okay. Okay, first word in Spanish now, Pepper, please.
Desagradecido.
Sorry, was that a word?
How much do we need? Desagradecido. I'm sorry?
Ungrateful. Can you see this sort of theme going on with these words now? Yeah? Okay. Okay, Fabio, your second word in Portuguese.
Arrogante.
Arrogant.
Woo! Yeah, applause!
You knew it the whole time. That's 1 point for you, well done. So, second word in Spanish, please. Pepper.
Celoso.
Think about how the sound.
Miserable?
Yes, we were jealous. I'm also jealous. Yeah, okay. Okay, we have last word. You're still doing all right. Still got plenty of time. So, last word in Portuguese. Drum roll, please, audience.
Ingênuo.
Ingenious.
No, I'm sorry. It was naive. We've got one more word. I believe in you. I think you can do this one. Yes. So, one more drum roll, please, audience.
Egoísta. Egotistical.
I'm sorry, it's selfish. Well, you did wonderfully. Thank you to our guests. Round of applause. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, tomorrow, another challenge!
are you carrying all those bricks for anyway? God. Is that you? God. Well, I tell you, let me give you a little inside information about God. God likes to what? He's a prankster. Think about it. He gives man instincts. He gives you this extraordinary gift, and then what does he do? I swear, for his own amusement, his own private cosmic gag reel, he sets the rules in opposition. It's the goof of all time. Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, don't swallow. And while you're jumping from one foot to the next, what is he doing? He's laughing his thick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist. He's an ass-heavy landlord. Worship that. Never. Why not? I'm here on the ground with my nose in it since the whole thing began. I've nurtured every sensation man has been inspired to have. I cared about what he wanted and I never judged him. Why? Because I never rejected him, in spite of all his imperfections. I'm a fan of man. I'm a humanist. Maybe the last humanist who, in their right mind, subject number one, could possibly deny the 20th century was entirely mine. All of it, subject number one. All of it, mine. I am picking subject number one. It's my time now. It's our time.
arqué.
Pertenço a uma fase do cinema em que o enfoque de um rosto humano deixava as pessoas perturbadas. A cara constituía uma espécie de estado absoluto da carne. A cara constituía uma espécie de estado absoluto da carne. O rosto branco simboliza morte, mas também palidez. O rosto branco simboliza morte, mas também palidez. Estes olhos são duas feridas trêmulas. Este rosto humano é um arquétipo, rosto quase sexuado, rosto de neve e solidão, rosto quase sexuado, rosto de neve e solidão.
Un meteorit s'aproxima a la Terra. 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 Un meteorit s'aproxima a la Terra.
Sorry.
This weird.
Yeah. Okay. I believe you. I can see your face. Yeah. Well, why, when everyone asks my age, do they say, as if you're only 22? Well, let me tell you what I can do at only 22. I can only buy and drink alcohol. Actually, look, you got drinks? Yeah? Oh, time. Oh, so that cheers. only work full time. I can only legally change my name. I can only stand for election as a member of parliament. I can only buy fireworks. I can only get a tattoo. I can only open a bank account. I can only make a will. I can only own land. I can only buy a house. I can only apply for a mortgage. I can only get a pilot's license for an aeroplane or helicopter. I can only supervise someone to drive. I can only place a bet. I can only buy a crossbow, I can only donate my organs. I can only give blood. I can only give my body to science. I can only be a part of the group of artists in Under 25. And most importantly, I can only join the Pony Club. Yes. In the UK, to have economic value, you must pay tax. In order to pay tax, you must make only £11,500 a year. As an artist, under 25, I was not able to pay tax. So in my home country, I'm not even a number.
Talking about my generation, all I'm sort in a shade of snow.
Lower tier cult members, please prepare. Ladies and gentlemen, the cult leader has now established a connection with the Golden Triangle. We are now passing through the gateway. Please keep maintaining the connection with the light of the Golden Triangle. Thank you.
Grainy, blurred, sepia, creeping, Bognor Regis beach is crumbling beneath my feet. Look who's playing with fire. Testosterone grows on toy swords. Weapons weep, eyes bleed. Mush, mulch and mucky stuff. Solitary, wallowing in hollow grains. Salt and animal skin, grinding bones. Shallow groans are rubbed into my fat deaf ears. Children cry for the world, I despair for burnt toast. My ingrowing nose hairs are what bother me the most. My head is thick like shit, pig slop and dry skin peeling from my hands. I pile it into the flames and walk on calmer sands. Get home for 6, cook the tea, man of the house and I feel grand. Step outside and my resolve dissolves into piles of upturned, fickle grabbing hands. Coral rocks and flint are my friends, but my chest is tight. There's water in my lungs, I wasn't born to fight. Technicolor dreams become chrome nightmares. Whistling tram tracks are like digital steam engines. Bereft of ideas, I've bored myself to tears. The shutters are down. Empathy costs roughly £6. Freedom can take you a lifetime, but not when your life's like mine.
There's something I learned in the streets of Lisbon. It's so easy to go down when you're up, but so hard to go up when you're down. Why don't we focus a little bit? Please? I don't even remember if art is everything or if we are allowing everything to be art. In this house you can't scream. When you cross the corridor I don't want to look at your face. I don't want to look you in the eye. I wish I were a ghost. I like to occupy no space to make any noise. I wish I weren't here, but here I am. And when I go for a walk, alone, you're still there. And you keep on pissing me off. I think we love each other. Seriously, I truly think we love each other a lot. I'm for us being here is just like a dream. But the day your dreams come true, we forget one another. You need to strive for people to remember you. To be forgotten, you have to do nothing. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you! ¡No estoy de acuerdo! ¡Esto no me representa! And I don't care. Me da igual. Me da igual.
I think you've grown a bit sulky during the last month. A bit sulky. A bit inner. A bit less forthcoming. It's funny. It's funny because I thought you had become more forthcoming instead of less. Because you are a great source of pride to us. That's why. Now, listen. There's no question that we live a less rich life than you do. But, nevertheless, we do make a unit. And you're part of it. And when we all sit around the backyard, staring quietly into the sky, there's always an empty chair standing in the circle, which is, in fact, yours. So, when you at last decide to return to us, we do expect a bit of grace. A bit of, I don't know, of generosity of mind, a bit of liberality of spirit to reassure us. We do expect that. But do we get it? Is that what you've given us? There's one thing I learned in Manchester. No matter how dark everything is, in the end there's always a ray of sun.
Expelled from society for being considered an insult to the corporate way of living. I have found a new meaning of life. I'm still a human being.
This is the word of Under25, the Golden Triangle sect. For as in one body we have many members, and the members do not have all the same function. So we, though many, are one body, and individually members of one and other, having artistic gifts that differ according to the grace given to us. Let us use them, if prophecy, in proportion to our work. I am your shepherd. We shall not want to take, but to provide. This is the act of an artist. Some say, I do not find myself on them, but they do not even try to find themselves on us. I shall restore your soul. Even if we walk through the valley of the shadow of the death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. I help to make that happen. I do not try to provoke it, but it is born. It is the natural movement of the people. I firmly believe that their salvation is in the abyss. They need to experience that to feel themselves. I listen to myself, to our sect, and there arises in me a corrosive and extremely violent state. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. Why do the nations rage and the people plot in vain? Do not destruct me, destruct the false and the humble. My passion is close to madness. But look how beautiful upon the mountains the feet of Bill and Damon are, who bring us music, of Gloria, who publishes animation, Pepper and Christina, who bring news through video, and Paula, who dances with salvation, Faye, who blesses those with her generational quiz, the man who brings platform shoes to the stage, the orange head who screams, "What is this?" The man they call Pedro, who uses the image of man in his works. How beautiful upon the mountains they all are. The ox knows its owner, the donkey its master crib. But sometimes the culture of tongue does not know. My people do not understand. Ah, sinful nation, offspring of evildoers, children who deal corruptly, those who orgy on the sacred stone. They have forsaken my word. They have despised the international sector codes. They are utterly estranged. Blessed is the man who walks not on the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits at the seat of scoffers, but his delight is in the law of the Golden Triangle. And on this law we mediate day and night. For if anyone is the hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man who is eternally looking at his face in the mirror. Do not look at your face in the mirror. Theatre is not a merit society. Be theatre, be live, be society. Be fruitful and multiply. Put your hand under your thigh and swear to the Golden Triangle. Under25, the Golden Triangle sect, under your thigh.
For your safety and comfort, please remain attentive to the rituals until the cult leader announces the end of the gateway. This will indicate that the gateway has been closed and that it is safe for you to move about. On behalf of the Golden Triangle and the entire cult, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this holy service, and we are looking forward to seeing you here again in the near future. Have a nice evening.